Guten Tag, I'm Ramlock. Welcome back to my journey through the world of logs, lockpicking, and log sports. Today we take a look at the ABUS 80Ti/40, which is, in my opinion, a very nice looking log with a silver or aluminum body. It is an aluminum alloy. The shackle is hardened steel. It has 6 pins inside. It's a pin tumbler. And I know it has one standard driver pin and 5, I would say 4, but 5 spool pins. I show you a picture here. Someone gutted it and showed it so you see what's inside. And that is actually a pretty wide keyway to use, even though it's paracentric, but you have a lot of room there to fiddle on that pins. And what I did for try to bypass it was shimming. You see all the scratch marks maybe on the top here, hard to see. But I couldn't fit my shims inside. I could only fit one inside. The other one didn't really get into it. I even broke 2 of them. You see all the scratch marks. That's just from the shimming here, even on the shackle. But I could not open it. Actually, you should, or maybe the tolerances are maybe too bad, or my shims are too bad. It could also be, or maybe my skill is too bad. I don't know. But you should open it. It has that retractable or spring-loaded bar that locks the shackle, but it didn't work for me. So this lock is actually a very nice one. You have a very deep cut here in the first one, or high cut. If you see like the American way, then it's a high cut. If we in Europe have the deep cut, if it's the other way around, like this. On the second one, it's a bit lesser deep than on the third one. I would say even a bit deeper than the second one, or higher. So we have to find which convention we use here. So 4 and 5 are pretty high cuts, in my opinion, here, if you look from the European side, and 6 is somewhere in the middle, I would say. I have picked this log many times already because I really like to get back to it. It's something like right now I would say my convenience log to get back to if I'm getting frustrated. I know how this needs to be picked. This is also why I know kind of the binding order by heart. I tell you something about it while I pick it, but it should be actually an easy and fast one, since I have learned it by heart actually for my green belt request for the LPU. That's where I submitted this log along with the 72/40 from ABUS. And yeah, since now I really picked it many times and I like it, and so now I want to show you how I pick it. Let's get this little vise here. Nice in the center of the view. So you can see the log a bit better. Put it in here. Today we use a tensioner which is actually a 0.8 thick, from the material wise, thick, 0.8 millimeters thick tensioner, which is on the base here on the long side, has 3 millimeters, and it narrows down to 2 millimeters. It's pretty nice. I like it really to put it like a top of the keyway tensioner on this. Yeah, the focus now. So on this one here, so I have a lot of control over it. Actually, only in one side, but on this, it's totally fine. That's enough on this log. And I use a medium hook, which is a 6 millimeter, or not 6 millimeter. That's it's a 0.6 millimeter wide or thick metal, and that is perfectly fine. You have a lot of keyway to fill around. Maybe I could even use a deep hook, at least for the first ones, and for the last one, the 6th one, it's pretty hard to get with a deep hook, but that's perfectly fine. Okay, so I would say let's start. So I'm putting some tension on it. And I know that the first one, yeah, as you see, and maybe I feel it, there is a lot of tension on it, and it's binding hard. So I put it down, click, got more clicks, but I know as it's the standard pin, we should get into a false set. That's what I'm doing here right now. So we know the other ones are all spools. Checking this second one, nothing on 3, nothing on 4, nothing on 5, and a bit of binding on 6. Yep, 6 is counter rotating. And you see maybe how far up, maybe I should turn it a bit. I lift the pick because I have all the way of the keyway here. So 6. Yep, click out of 6. And since we know the first one is the standard pin, we reset that. Get back into the, oops, sorry, I hit the camera. Get back to the false set, and now we check. 2 is slightly binding, and 3 is hard binding. So get 3, a bit of counter rotating. No, that was not clicked, that was me slipping of it. Okay, click out of 3. That was a pretty hard one. Maybe I should have loosened the tension a bit. And re-click 1. Okay, 3 is set. 4 is set. 5 is set. We recheck. And 6 is set. 1 is set too. So we have only 2. There's binding on 2. And if we hit it, maybe a bit less tension this time. Click out of 2. Now we reset the first one. It's easier said than done sometimes, because I tend to overset it sometimes. Maybe that. No, we got it now. Okay. So yeah, maybe that was because on the camera with all the telling that this time it wasn't that fluent to get it open. But as we see, it is a pretty nice one. You can, so that was the tensioner flying off. We got it. I really like this lock with the open or kind of open keyway. You can play around. Maybe I should get another one just because I already know everything about it, or maybe I should open it and gut it and repin it or something, because I really know it. But that's where I get back when I'm frustrated on some logs, just to know that I already have some skill picking logs. That's why I like it a lot. Exactly like the 72/40 from ABUS. That's another convenience log I have right now. Maybe that will change over time as I get better and progress. Yeah, but I can only recommend to get this log and try it for yourself, even if you want to request or submit it for a green belt. All right. Thank you for watching, and auf Wiedersehen.